a dollar, you. You a dollar, you.
Hey, let that shit ride, Ty.
Bitch, go right there. I'ma take them down through there. Let them see how I really get down. I do better with nobody around. CEO build my shit from the ground, the king of the mountain. I'ma take them down through there. Let them see how I really get down. I do better with nobody around. CEO build my shit from the ground, the king of the mountain. I'ma take them down through there. Cottonwood where it started for me. First fight at the end of the street, on God, I was 6 years old, no CAP. Hey, mama stood right there, said he gon' be letting of the hood right there. Go mix with a bull right there, tow truck, that nigga got pulled right there. Hey, yeah, I'ma take him down through there. Look, man, my role models, all of them dead. Got me fucked up all in the head, go to sleep with the blick laying out in the bed. Yeah, I'ma take him down through there. Plenty reason, I don't trust no hope. Heart been stepped on and broke, but I bet you that shit.
All right, you guys, come on in the house of Censorship. Welcome to the Censorship podcast show. You guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And yes, come on in, my Censorship gang. I missed you guys, and I know I haven't been live since I've been back from the Chi. So, and I did go to the Chi. Okay, and only my family, the people, friends, know exactly what went on in the Chi. There's some information I'm gonna give y'all that happened in the Chi, and there's the real deal I'm gonna get to, which is the Treasurer Hendricks case that I have been following up on and covering you guys and doing videos on. I actually met up with her aunt Tracy, and shout out to Miss Tracy Maxey. Sis, yes, this sister right here showed me nothing but love and hospitality while I was in the Chi. I love that. Yes. And I'm actually going to do a tribute on another video with Treasure, and I'm going to bring Tracy on. So tonight, I'm going to give you guys an update and I'm going to show some footage that I was able to get out of the yard from where the Charlie Bells, which is the ex-police officers, the RV was parked and her body was discovered. We're going to get to that. But before we even get to that, you guys, we got to talk about the 6 teens. I'm not going to say teens because they wasn't teens, but 6 people that died of overdose from the fentanyl, okay, during spring break in Florida. And I say that, and we're going to talk about that because all this is playing a part into what happened with Treasure. And so this is why I wanted to discuss that, and we're going to talk about that as well. But before we talk about anything, you guys know I have to do my shout outs. Yes. Let's get to it. You guys get comfortable. Get your drinks, your snacks, whatever you got to get. Welcome to the podcast show. Yes. Shout out to my Censorship gang. Yes. Shout out to my moms in the building. Emerald, the Noetic, my daughter in the building. Shout out to you, sweetie. Shout out to GMB Slot. Shout out to you. Hey, hon. Shout out. Yes, you guys come on in. Please come. Shout out to my new subs. I see y'all coming in. Thank you all for hitting that subscribe button. Hit that like button on the way in. Yes, share the line. Okay. Shout out to my big truck drivers again, you guys, for downloading the episodes from the Spreaker app and all my major platforms. And I'm going to tell you guys something, because I have been so busy, you guys, but I'm so excited because I got so much going on, you guys. Oh my God. Shout out to each and every one of my supporters. All good vibes up in here, baby. All good vibes. Yes, shout out to y'all. Yes. shout out to my actual supporters that actually come in. They actually come in and comment on the videos. That's absolutely free. Hit the like button, because otherwise I don't know if you are supporting the channel or just out on the outside looking if you do not comment. So thank you all. Shout out to Miss Tracy Maxey in the house. Shout out to you, sis. Yes. Yes. Shout out to everybody. All you guys. Okay. Yes. Let me stop the music. Okay. Let's get to this content, you guys. Let's get to the content. The first thing that I do want to bring up again, you guys, and we're going to talk about the 6 people that overdosed in Florida off the fentanyl. Okay. I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. Give me a second, you guys. Y'all know I gotta get back into the routine. I ain't been live, so I gotta get back to it. Okay. Let me share my screen with you guys so that I can show y'all what's going on and we can see what they're saying about what happened to the 6 people that overdosed in Florida. Okay. Hold on. Let's get to it. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, let me unmute it.
In Wilton Manors. Such a scary situation. This morning, we have NBC6's Julia Bagg joining us live at Broward Health. Julia, tell us the details. How did this all happen? Well, Kristen and Constance, right now, one of those spring breakers is actually in critical condition, intubated right here at Broward Health this morning after 6 people overdosed in Wilton Manors.
This is extremely alarming to us. There were multiple people in cardiac arrest in the front yard.
Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Stephen Golan says 6 students overdosed on what they thought was cocaine, but it was laced with fentanyl, a drug so strong it's dangerous even if it gets on your skin.
It's extremely, extremely potent and can stop your heart, your respirations.
He says only 4 of the students actually took the drug, but when they had a bad reaction, their 2 friends tried to help and gave them CPR. That's when they overdosed as well. Now back out live here at Broward Health Medical Center. This is where 4 of those students came to be treated. 2 others went to Holy Cross Hospital. All of these spring breakers are in their early 20s. Live at Broward Health Medical Center, Julia Bagg, NBC6 News.
Okay, so now I'm gonna stop right there. Hold on, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. I want to talk about that, okay? And the reason why I wanted to pull that up and talk about that, because of course, exactly, it is crazy, because every time you turn around, they're popping these pills with the fentanyl, and this is the reaction. This is what's going on. And the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because for the fentanyl to be so powerful, allegedly, as they say, and let me backtrack on that, because this site is for education and entertainment purposes. Therefore, everything that I say after this, you guys, is alleged. I forgot to say that in the beginning. I told y'all I got to bear with me because I ain't been live in so long, y'all. I forgot that I needed to say that. Okay, but I'm going to drop the link. So these are alleged facts, and I'm going to use that word loosely, because at the end of the day, the fentanyl is a problem. That's the problem of what's going on with the lacing it with the cocaine is what they're saying is what happened with the 6 people that OD'd. And it's crazy because it's like, so if this fentanyl is supposed to be so powerful as they say it is, then there are some things that they're allegedly saying that's in the Treasurer Hendricks case that couldn't have happened if this drug was so powerful. And that were them saying that she drove this and that spot and that spot, but we're going to get to that. This is why I wanted to bring up this video on the 6 people that OD'd, because this is supposed to be such a powerful drug. So just pay attention to what I'm saying, you guys. If this drug is so powerful, There's some things that just you can't function, you can't do. Okay. So this is why it's important. You know, you just can't go around taking everything. Okay. Really, you shouldn't be taking any drugs, but at the same time, you know, we're talking about fentanyl. Okay. So GMB Slot says so many celebrities have been dying from fentanyl. That's what I'm saying. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people, and now we have for all these people to just fall out with cardiac arrest. You know, all these people in the Airbnb. Just imagine how that scene was. And I also saw where the 911 call that came through. You know, these people range from I think like 27, 30, all the way up to maybe like 40 in the ages. So it's not like these were actual teens. They were just on spring break vacationing, and this happened. So you have to be mindful of, you know, what you're doing when you're going out of town. So nobody would think that you're going out of town to have a good time and you go get a hold to some bad stuff, and you know, now your family and your loved ones are having to make plans and funeral arrangements for you now. So that's very sad. It is very, very sad. And shout out to my other moderators in the building, Miss Amber Brandon. Shout out to you, cousin. Yes, absolutely. Please hit that subscribe button. Yes, so I'm glad you guys are here. So what I'm going to do now is show you all some of the footage, you guys, from the Chi. Okay. Yes. I'm going to show you guys some footage because I have some footage from the Chi. And again, I want to shout out to Miss Tracy for showing me the hospitality. She came and got me from the hotel and took me to the actual location where Charlie Bell's RV was parked at. Okay. And I'm going to pull that footage up so that we can take a look at it. I can show you guys, and we're just going to kind of walk through it and discuss the footage that I was able to get once Miss Tracy picked me up. So let me share my screen, and we're going to get right to the footage, you guys. So bear with me. This is where we entered the yard, and kind of pay attention to the gentleman, the guy who, when we got in the yard, Tracy saw him. We stopped. He asked him a couple of questions. Just listen at his response and kind of check his demeanor out, you guys. Okay. So let's get to it.
Did you know anything? Did you ever hear about that young girl, that young lady that was found dead in the slot back there? In the slot? Yeah. This was in August. A police officer used to park his RV back there, all the way at the back, and she was found dead in the RV. You ever hear about that? This recently? This was in August of last year.
How long you been coming here?
I've been coming here. I've been in this yard 2 years, I think.
And those cameras up here work. And those cameras up. Do those cameras work?
This place has surveillance cameras.
No, there's cameras on top of the light poles. Yeah, that's a camera up there. There's one up here. You see the little thing on top of that, on top of the light? Those are cameras. Yeah. I know it, huh? That's what we were hoping. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, you guys. I want to say something for a second because I'm telling you that just listen to what he said. And I'm gonna go back and backtrack also because we later found out that what was on top of the light pole was not the camera. It wasn't the camera. Okay, pay attention to his demeanor again. Okay, just pay attention to him, and we're gonna move on.
That was my niece. That was my niece. It's kind of
bizarre.
She knew him. This was her friend. But she never thought he would take her life.
Yeah.
You know.
He was an ex-police officer. Thank you. And if you've been over here, come over here for 2 doggone years, you done heard about that too.
There was quite a few people didn't know.
Oh, really?
It was quite a few. Nobody in Tamiko building knew. And it was a man when we left. It was a man sitting right here. And my sister got out and he was talking. He the one told us that they
This is a truck and parking spot. So he was paying to have his RV parked here.
Right.
I'm trying to see if there are any cameras on this building back here. I don't see.
The movie theater is back here.
And I know it's probably cameras on that moving. Yeah.
And look how far.
And y'all know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Heard her.
Because I have a lot of male cousins in the trucking business, right? And when they park their trucks, I don't give a damn where you were. They got cameras on them lots, y'all.
Okay, so
They
now
probably got them inside the building.
They supposed to have them out here on this parking lot because just in case somebody break in people's stuff, it's for that type of protection. So when you charging people, and these people be charging paying a lot of money for these spaces, this needs some type of security.
but this was her cops.
Now look how
Right
you can't
here.
even see.
So this is where the car was parked.
Where his truck?
Where the van is?
No, where his
Where his truck is right here? Oh, right here.
And the RV was parked right here with his black car.
So that's where the RV is gone.
And it was parked. See how they backed in there?
Yeah.
So that her car was backed into there. So the thing is, no, her car was here with his black car.
Okay.
The RV was
No,
right
he
here
was-
with his van. It's right here.
Okay.
See, they even got this stuff in there now. When I came in the other day, these cars weren't here. It was
What cars wasn't here?
None of these was here.
They might use this stuff for storage or something.
Yeah,
Look like
it
it,
was
though.
an old trailer just left here, but it's gone now.
You know what? Y'all need to start camping out around here, coming through here just to see. Cause what if he done moved the RV, but one of his other cars is out here?
Oh yeah, I know that he got an Audi. It was out here that day too. He was in it. I didn't see him, but my sister and my sister-in-law saw him. So her car was parked right back here, just like this. And then when we pulled up, I said, "That's our car right there." So I bailed out, and they were still in the car. And I went back there. That's when I seen all the windows was down, sunroof open. I said, "Something ain't right." She would have never left her car like this.
Yeah.
And then it looked like everything was just tore up.
And cleaned out.
And I went in the back and I seen her laptop in the backpack. I said, "No, something ain't right." She would never leave this.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, when none of this taped off, when none of this roped off like for evidence or nothing, none of it. And we didn't know at the time that her body had been found in the trailer. While we was back here, we didn't even know. Because we didn't know she was dead.
Oh my goodness.
We just know we seen her car. So when I seen her car, that's what made me even look back there by the bushes. Something hit me. I said, "Let me go look back by these bushes."
And what building is that back there in
That's
the back?
the movie theater back there where you see that silver thing there.
Oh, okay.
That's a movie theater.
Okay.
So her car was parked just like this. So now you see where it's parked. Nobody would be able to hear her scream.
Nothing
Holler.
back here.
Nothing.
So ain't unless you.
And it was pitch black. You see how ain't no light.
Yes, no lights.
Here.
I see a light back there. That's probably the only one that's lit up.
One, and those over there, but you can't see back in here. It was right here.
Hold on, you guys. I don't know what's going on with this video here. Hold on, you guys. Okay, it says the error. Try again. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go out of this. Wait a minute. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second, because while that's doing what it's doing, I wanna talk about that. And shout out to Donna in the building. Hey boo, shout out to you. Absolutely, yes. You guys hit the subscribe and share button as well. Yes, salute, sis, salute. Okay, you guys, this is why I wanted to show the footage of the yard where the RV was parked at, so you guys can visualize this, because when you look at the yard, even pulling it into the yard, you can see how kind of like, I won't say more like abandoned that yard is, but it's not whole lot of activity going on there, only other than the truck drivers parking their trucks there, and no one is just out there. So when you're looking at some of the footage, you'll see there's not a lot of light out there. And that's what Tracy was explaining also in the video as she was taking me around the yard, explaining, details as to what was going on, what was transpiring, what they saw. And even with the RV no longer being there, it never got investigated. Charlie Bell disappeared. They don't know where he is. The family has been trying to serve him a civil lawsuit, can't serve him because they can't find him. Now, if he's so innocent as he claimed to be, why is he hiding? And what is he hiding for? Okay, so he's moved cars. Absolutely, it looks like that's right, Donna said a bunch of a mess. Someone killed her. Exactly. Shout out to you, Crystal Kinfolk. Hey, Kinfolk in the building. Shout out, salute you guys. Come on in. Absolutely. I was going over the footage. I'm going to go back. I don't know why it started to freeze up, but I'm gonna go back to it. Hold on, you all, because there's more. There's more footage that I want to show you all, because after we left the yard, we also went to the pizza parlor where Tracy and another young lady, and I'm going to show her picture for a second. I'm going to share my screen on that. Hold on, because I got to go back to that footage and see if that video is going to come back up. And I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing. So I want to put a face to her. This is, let me blow this up, the young lady that was with Treasure, which is this lady here at the pizza place. Kiana Davis, this is her. She was with Treasure last at the pizza place, you guys, okay? And I'm going to show you guys the footage that I took from the pizza place, because we were trying to figure out if there, let me stop sharing my screen for a second. We were trying to figure out if there were any cameras or any footage from the pizza place as well, okay? So luckily for them, and Tracy was explaining to me in that video that they were able to get some footage, and that's how they know what time she left the pizza parlor with the young lady there that I showed you guys in the picture. She left the pizza parlor around 4 something, where Charlie says she left around 2, okay, that afternoon, but cameras placing her leaving around 4:47, something like that, around there. So that's a big gap. That's a big difference. Now, he also stated that she was already intoxicated or whatever, allegedly, that he said that she was already on some type of drug before she got there. And how is that if she was supposed to allegedly have taken the fentanyl, as they're alleging? She wouldn't have been able to drive from the pizza parlor to Charlie Bell's, the RV, the yard, okay? And I want to go back to this yard because I want you guys to, let me go back to this video in the yard, okay? And I don't know if it's YouTube tripping and don't want me to play this video, you guys, because all of a sudden the video don't want to play now, and that's weird. It's weird. Let me see if it will let me play the video at the pizza parlor. Let me see. Okay, so it is going to let me play the video at the pizza parlor, but it don't want me to play the video at the yard. I find that very strange. Huh. Let me share my screen. Let me give you guys the footage from the pizza parlor. And then we're going to try to get back to that yard. And I don't know what's going on with that, but we're going to find out, because I see what's going on. YouTube, they think they slick. They don't want me to show it. Well, we're going to get to this footage. Right here is the pizza place. And so the girl said she sat outside here and waited.
I don't know where exactly she was parked at, but it's a
When she say she sat outside, what did she mean? She was sitting up under these umbrellas here, outside, or in her car?
No, she said she was in the car. But look at all the cameras on the building.
It's a lot of cameras.
It's a lot of cameras on this building.
Mm-hmm.
There's cameras all on those buildings. That go the front door around there. It's 2 cameras on the front door.
Yep.
So this is Parlor Pizza. And then you know what? Not too long ago they got raided.
What raided for what? What they doing up
They
there?
was coming out of there with boxes and stuff. I think it had something to do with taxes.
Oh wow.
This is Parlor Pizza.
So she left the Parlor Pizza. When she left the Parlor Pizza, where did they go from there?
Back to that girl house from what she claimed. Now see that building over there?
Mm-hmm, the one behind it.
Where that blue awning is. You see cameras right there. They got cameras everywhere over here. We counted them down there on the building next to this one. Cameras everywhere.
And nobody can seem to pull no footage from none of them cameras?
Well, they pulled the surveillance from here.
And what they say?
That's how they go. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, that was an accident. That's how they knew what time. He said they got here at 2. But when they pulled the camera, it said 4 o'clock. That they got here at 4 and they left at 4:41. So that they had that on the news too, talking about that. So my thing is, how you make that big of a mistake?
Yeah, that's a whole. Okay, hold on. Right here's a piece of. Let me stop. That's footage from the pizza place. Stop sharing my screen a second so I can see if I can get back to the yard. So they'll let me play that. Okay. Why they don't want me to show this video back on this yard, you guys? Let me go back to it. Let's see. Why won't they let me play this footage of the yard? So that's telling me something. Okay. Either I'm hitting something right dead on, and YouTube do not want me to display this of this yard. Is something going on with that yard? Now they're really going to make me do some investigating when I get off this live, because now I'm feeling some type of way that this video is just spinning while I'm trying to play it. They don't want me to play it, but they allow me to play the video of the pizza parlor. So, and I want to show you guys what I'm talking about so y'all can see. I'm not joking. I cannot make this up. This video is just spinning. It was playing just perfectly fine. And all of a sudden, when we get down to the nitty gritty of it, then this is what it's doing. So this is leading me to believe it's something with this yard. Now I'm going to have to focus on the yard now. So let me come out of this because it's not going to let me, YouTube is not going to let me play it for whatever reason. Okay. Now this is coming back to Charlie Bell ass. Now I'm going to get pissed off at him because all this is I'm coming back to Charlie Bell. Hold on. Got to turn my camera on for this. Now, this is what me and my friend Quisha, and shout out to Quisha also, we've been talking about this. They're hiding something. Okay. They're definitely hiding something. And this is proving it with this video. They don't want me to show it. They're hiding something. Now they don't want the truth to get out. That's absolutely, they don't want the truth to get out. So this allegedly, this is what me and my friend homegirl Quisha been talking about. One reason why we feel like they're hiding something and Charlie is hiding is because there's another officer involved, allegedly. I think there's another officer involved and he's still on the force. And this is why a lot of this stuff is being hid. Because if it gets out, it's going to bring down more than just Charlie Bell. The whole damn police department is corrupt. And you see how YouTube, they do not want me to talk about this. And I see it. I see the video lagging, you guys. They don't want me talking about this. I see it. I'm going to come back and do a tribute video with Treasure and her aunt. I'm going to pull up all her pictures and we are really going to get to know Treasure, the beautiful queen that she was. Okay. And how senseless her life was taken. And no one wants to give the family answers about Charlie Bell. Charlie Bell is missing. They don't know where he is. When I got to Chicago, I had so much going on. I had so many agendas. Like, it was just like boom, 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 boom. As soon as I got there, it was so cold and there was just a lot going on. But for Treasure's aunt to take the time out her schedule to come and get me and take me to this yard and show me all the details and break down everything, you guys, I'm telling you all don't know. I can't even explain that feeling of me really wanted to get to the bottom of this and why Charlie Bell, the police officer, if he's so innocent, why is he hiding? Where is he? What's going on? I've been doing some back research on him, trying to figure out prior address, everything, because at the end of the day, he parked his RV on this yard. So there is a paper trail, there's paperwork. You have to give people this information when you park your vehicle. So I know there's some information out there. So why isn't the Chicago Police Department investigating? Why aren't they trying to find out where Charlie is? Why aren't they wanting to question him? They just practically close the case, or I won't say close the case, but I'm going to say sweeping it under the rug and not wanting to hold him accountable. Because keep in mind, she was in the presence of him. She was last with him, not even the young lady from the pizza parlor, but with him in his RV. So he knows exactly what happened. Why isn't he talking? Why won't he come forth and try to clear his name? He told the police that he tried to render aid with her. He did this and he did that. So if you know you didn't do anything but try to save her, where are you? Why are you hiding? Because I beg to differ, and I think different. And I think that Charlie Bell allegedly did something. Okay. And if it wasn't him and he had help, again, another officer could have been involved. And I say that. We say another officer we think was involved. That's what me and my friends and doing the research that we've done, we feel like another officer is involved, you guys. They're covering up too much. It's too much being covered up. So I'm going to go back to this video. I want to see something. Okay. I'm going to see. Are they just going to not let me play it? I mean, like, I'm just not understanding right now on this. I'm not. Like, they really don't want me. It's still spinning, you guys. Okay. For whatever reason. So, not going to be able to show you guys the rest of it. Hey, Charlotte, welcome, sis. Welcome, and thank you for coming and joining us. Thank you all the way from the boot. Shout out to you, hon. Yes. So yes, you guys, this is the whole thing. And my trip to Chicago was it was all that. It was everything that I, wanted it to be. Not what I expected it to be, but what I wanted. Because what I expected was, because we all know the news, there's been a narrative about the shot. It's this and it's that and it's this and it's that, But I had a good experience in the shot. And I will be going back and forth because I have a lot of things in work in the shot. And I know you guys probably seen the previous interview with Coach Chaney, have worked with him as well with the youth, the children there. And while I'm there, also, trying to get to the bottom of what happened with Treasure, justice for Treasure Hendricks. This is one of the things that got me interested in this whole case is because I had cousins of my own, just kind of hit home that were killed at the hands of a man or whatever, at a young age. And so this is why I took upon myself to really dig off into this case and research it, because something just didn't sit well with me with Charlie Bell, you guys. And that's the whole reason why I even wanted to just get to the bottom of it. And it's not over, you guys. And until we get the justice that is deserved for Treasure, you guys, we're just going to keep on digging and digging and digging. Okay. Because that's what it's all about. If it was one of you guys' loved one, I would do the same thing. This has to stop. And Charlie Bell, the ex-police officer, he knows exactly what happened to her. He was there with her. So why isn't he being held accountable? Why did the autopsy come back that she didn't have any bruises or anything? Now, I do want to, however, show you guys a picture of her that her aunt sent me. She was laying in the casket with a bruise over her eye. Now, granted, they say, okay, sometimes things happen at a funeral home, but this does not look like that. And I want to show you guys that picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull that picture up. Hold on. Because you can clearly see that there were bruises on her above her eye. And I even saw a bruise on her cheekbone. You have to look very closely, but you can see it. Hold on, you all. I'm going to pull it up because I have a lot of pictures, and I'm going to save the other pictures for the tribute that I'm going to do with her. So I don't want to bring up all of the pictures that Tracy sent to me just yet, you guys, just yet. I also want to show, hold on, let me see if this is it. So, okay, hold on. Let me go back because I want to show you guys the RV as well. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at here. Hold on. Let me share it. It's a photo of the RV. Okay, and where it was parked in the yard. Okay. Okay, hold on. I want to get to it, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. You guys bear with me while I find the photo of her with the bruise above her eye. And because I have so many pictures, guys. Hold on. I have a lot of pictures of her. A whole lot of them. Hold on. You guys bear with me while I pull it up. Okay. That's not it. Okay. It must not be meant for me to show that picture. So I'm going to take that as that. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take that as that right now. I'm not going to show that picture because I can't. It's a lot I have to go through. I'll pull it up and have it on the tribute. But I just want you guys to know there were bruises on her face. Okay. So also, Tracy explained to me, her aunt, that she had fingernails, 2 on each one of her hands. She only had 2 nails left from a struggle. So if your fingers if you know, ladies, we know we wear our nails or whatever, and you know, if you're kind of like, and let me turn my cam on so you guys can see what I'm saying. So these two fingers, these two on each hand, were the only fingernails left on her fingers when her body was brought out of the RV. Okay, so what happened to these nails here? If you're trying to fight somebody, or you're doing this so hard, and this is why these nails were broke. Okay, it's showing they had these two left, which leads me further to believe there was a struggle and something transpired in the RV that Charlie Bell was in. Okay, so where are you, Charlie Bell? That's the question that we all want to know. You're so innocent. Why are you hiding from the family to serve you? They're trying to serve you the papers, and they can't because you're hiding. And then also, Tracy brought up a building where Tamika Holt is the lady who I interviewed that is the spokesperson for the family, you guys. She's the one who found the flyer off of on a vehicle, and that's how she got involved, from the flyer. And then we're going to go back and talk about the flyers, because that's why I wanted to finish showing you guys the yard, the video of the yard that they will not let me show, because as we were coming out of the yard, Tracy was showing me where the flyer was, where they've now posted flyers of a dog that they're looking for. So I guess they felt like this dog was more important than Treasure, and they just basically took her flyer down, which was so disrespectful, because at the end of the day, all they had to do was put the photo underneath hers or above hers. But why just take the whole flyer down? See, it's so much going on with that scene. So much. What is this? Okay, so now we got spamming up in here. See, this is what I'm saying, stuff like this. So now we got a whole spam going on in the chat. YouTube is tripping, you guys. So I'm not even going to make this video too much longer, because I see now it's some things they just do not want me to discuss and talk about. But guess what? The research is getting done, because me and Tracy, we're on the back ends. We're doing a lot of researching. We're doing some researching. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. We're trying to get more footage. We're trying to dig deeper. We're trying to do a whole lot to get justice for her. And again, shout out to Tracy. And I thank you again for showing me the hospitality that you showed me while I was in Chicago. It is greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Okay. And also, you guys, while I'm at it, I do also want to thank Coach Cheney again also, and I appreciate Coach Cheney and all of his hard work and what he's doing for the youth out there, because this is what's needed. We need people to step in and do something about, help with the community. We can't do it all by ourselves. We need everyone. We need everybody on board, you guys, with what's going on. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys more footage. Let me see if I can pull up the other video that we took. Let's see. I don't know. This one is spinning also. This is some more footage from the other side of the yard. And see, this is what I'm saying. So they don't want me showing it. Let me see if I can pull this. This is an image. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys see this. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so This is the front of the yard, you guys, and we entered the yard going into the yard. But as you can see, just the look of this yard, again, it looks kind of like there's not a lot of activity going on around this yard. But trust me, there are more trucks parked around this yard. There's a lot of buildings around this yard, you guys, and that somebody saw something. Now, whether they could see it at nighttime, hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Whether they could see it at nighttime or not is the question, you guys, because Tracy explained how dark it is around in that yard. And it was almost impossible for anyone to hear her scream if she was fighting for her life. It was impossible, almost impossible for somebody to hear her. Or did somebody hear her and just have not come forth yet? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. And this is why it's important that you guys share the live, because you never know. Somebody out there heard something that night and they should come forth. Absolutely, Tracy. You're welcome, hon. Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you again as well for all your hospitality. I appreciate you. Thank you. Absolutely. Let them know that they can also go to Justice Maxie and see my video on Treasure. Absolutely. Drop the link in the comment after the video, Tracy. That way they can go to it once I end the live. Then go get the link from your from the YouTube video and put it in the comment. And you guys you can click on it. Tracy has a video, and I do want you guys to go and watch that video. And I'm gonna tell you guys why you need to go watch this video, because in the video, Tracy is explaining what's actually was going on and other people that were involved, and another person who they don't know who this person is came to the house to tell them that Treasure's body was being brought out of the RV. They don't know who that person is or who that person was. And so that's $1 million question too. Who was that person? Who was that person? How did that person know that this was her family and that to go and tell her family? Who was this person? Tracy said, don't know how to do that. Okay, well, text it to me. And I'll put it in there for you. So text me the matter of fact, I'll just do it. I'll go to, hold on. Let me do this real quickly. I'm gonna go to Tracy's YouTube channel and drop the link in the chat, and then I'm also going to drop it in the comments, you guys, so that you all can see. Hold on. And let me see if this is the one. Okay, no, that's not it. So this is what I'm gonna have to do. Okay. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna find it, you guys, because I'm gonna have to go to her YouTube. I'll find it when I get off here, and then I'll drop it in the comments, you guys, because you guys got to go and watch it. You have to watch it because Tracy broke down in that video, and she dropped a lot of jewels in that video because, again, it's some people involved in this that they don't know who these people are and how they involved. How did they know to come to Treasure Hendricks people's house after she was brought out of the RV deceased? How did this person know that this is where to go? Okay. When nobody called prior, why nobody, Charlie sure didn't notify the family. Charlie didn't call the family and tell the family anything. So how did this person know where to go and tell the family that she was deceased. And this person has disappeared. They don't even know where this person is. So it's a lot, you guys, of missing pieces and puzzles to this case. And then we've been trying to figure this out. And we're not going to stop until we figure it out. We're not going to stop until we get justice. Okay? So I need everybody on board with this, even if you're in the Chi. If you're in Chicago, you can DM me or reach out to Tracy if you have any information that night, because someone heard her. She fought for her life, and she had the bruises to show. She had the bruises to show that. She had the nails off of her fingers to show that. She had fingernails missing to show a struggle. The fingernails are not just going to pop off by themselves. There was definitely a struggle, you guys. Yeah, he just told her mom that Treasure car had been abandoned. He didn't mention the body at that time. Great question. Yeah. Yeah. So how did he know? How did he know? That's what we got to find out. We got to find out who that person was and how did they know? Yeah. So it's a lot. It is a lot. And I just want to, I wanted to show, I really wish I could have showed you guys the full footage of, I can't even get out, y'all, because I'm upset that YouTube did that and won't allow me to show. And it's a reason. I keep saying that now. They're going to make me get off this live and do some more digging. That's all this doing, is just making me dig more, because I see they're trying to hide something. The more that they try to hide, the more I'm going to dig. Okay. So just so you all know that we're going to keep on searching until we get all the answers. Okay. So yes, definitely wanted to talk about that, you guys, and touch on that and let you all know the update. Also, I want to show you all something again, and this is going back to the allegations that he had. Let me show you all. I'm going to share my screen one more time before we end this live. Let me show you all what I'm talking about. Remember this when I went to Charlie Bell on a previous video on the allegations and all that and what he had going on. Okay. Well, this site has been kind of like, they've been in here doing some things, you guys. Okay. I've been going back looking at all this, and we went through all these complaints, and we also saw where, and I'm just going to click on this one, this complaint. We saw where these other officers were involved, and we also saw where the investigation was closed on each and every last one of the allegations. But what I wanted to go back and show you all as well is these other officers. Because now with me saying, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen a second so I can talk about what me and my friend Quisha, and this is our opinion, okay? And I'm gonna say this allegedly, but this is what we're saying, that there's another officer involved. And this is why things are being hidden, because once the whole case is cracked, I guarantee Charlie Bell is not going to be the only one going down for this, because things that have been covered up, it's a lot of corruption going on in the Chi, you guys, in these police departments. We already know that. We know that. Now it's time to find out, what happened to the investigation with Internal Affairs. Did they investigate it? Because again, it's some missing pieces up in there, and it's starting with the police department. Tracy says she had brand new nails on after she had just gotten her nails done. So if she had just gotten her nails done, how is it that she only had two? Hold on, let me turn my cam back on. I just got my nails done. Okay. So if I have only these two nails left, and I have been in a struggle, the rest of them are all broke off. We know that I've been in some type of struggle. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. So how can they say that she didn't have no bruise, no struggle, or nothing with the autopsy? Now let's go back to the autopsy. Something's not adding up. Who's over the autopsy? Huh? It's a lot. It's a lot of questions, unanswered questions. I don't even trust the autopsy at this point. You know, I even heard someone say, well, I think the family maybe should have done their own autopsy and higher. But at the time, I don't think that's what the family was thinking. The family wasn't thinking that they would get this autopsy back. They were thinking that the autopsy that came back was going to be accurate. But allegedly, I don't think that was. That autopsy wasn't accurate. Okay, and I'm going to say allegedly, but I don't think it was accurate. I think they covered some stuff up in that too. And they definitely covered up the part where they said she didn't have any bruises, but yet they wanted to put out there that she had this cocaine and fentanyl and ecstasy and all this other stuff in her system. Well, I just showed you guys even the video even on the 6 people that OD'd in Miami. And if this drug is so powerful, how did she get from A to B without passing out and going into cardiac arrest, just like everybody else has gone into cardiac arrest when they use this drug? So again, there are a lot of missing pieces to this puzzle. But once we can find Charlie Bell, I think a lot of the questions will get answered. If they just find him, bring him in, question him the way they were supposed to question him, and not just a brief question and let him go, because that's basically what they did. They let him go. He went in. He told them that he woke up the next morning. No, let me back up. He told them that he put her to the bed at 10:30. Now, just off saying that, what do you mean you put her to bed? Because she was a grown woman. She didn't need you to put her to bed. So what do you mean when you say you put her to bed? Was she unresponsive then? Was she not able to walk? What was she doing? Just like Tracy said in her video, and this is why you guys got to go watch her video, because in the time span that he said she arrived at his RV, which was, he said she arrived around, well, no, let me go back, because the camera on Tamika's building, and shout out to Tamika Ho, she was able to speak with the property management in her building to get the footage to show where she arrived in that yard around 9:47. He said he put her to bed at 10:30. So what was going on, what was transpiring between 9:47 and 10:30 is the question. So then he says he goes to sleep after he put her to bed, I guess, whatever. He wakes up the next morning around 8-ish or whatever, between 8 and 10, and she was unresponsive. He says, allegedly, give her CPR, calls the ambulance or whatever. They come and discover she was already deceased. So here's the thing. Charlie is not telling everything. Okay? He's leaving bits and pieces out. He's not telling everything. It was up to Chicago Police Department to get the information out of Charlie. They didn't do that. They failed. Mission failed. Because they didn't get that out of him, okay? Or if they did, they're covering up. Just like I said, it's something going on within that police department. They're covering up more. It's more than just Charlie Bell. I feel are involved at this point, because it's too much covering up going on for it to be just him. Because they could have easily just said, you know what, he ain't nothing but a drunk and anyway, and just get rid of him and throw him under the bus and let him take the fall because as he should, okay? But because they're hiding stuff and doing all this extra stuff that they're doing, it has to be more people involved. And I think that those people are still on the force, and which is why they're covering it up. Yeah. So yes, you guys, I'm going to touch back on this with a full, a tribute to her, so that we can get to know Treasure and who she was. This way, we can kind of put together, the last days of her life and what was going on in the people that she was around in her last days. And that's coming back to the other lady, the Kiana Davis girl from the pizza parlor, because allegedly this was Treasure Hendricks' friend, cousin, not even her good friend, but just like her good friend relative. Okay. And that this girl posted something allegedly on Facebook like 2 weeks prior to them finding Treasure's body. And she made a post like, be, and I'm saying, I'm not going to curse, but she used the word be, get in a casket. And then 2 weeks later, this was going on with Treasure. So then people were wanting to know, what did she mean by her post 2 weeks prior to that? So again, it's more than, Charlie Bell. We feel that it's involved, and we just want answers and justice for Treasure Hendricks, and RIP for her, to her, and shout out to her mom also, and praying for strength for the family, you guys, again, because this is going to be still a long journey for them, because they still don't have answers for their loved one. Okay. And they just want answers. That's all. Simple answers that they have not been given. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. And I want to, again, thank each and every last one of you guys for joining in, showing the support, the love, even though YouTube do what they do when you're on to something that they don't want you to talk about. They try to distract and do things. Okay. So, but I'm going to come back with the tribute for Treasure. We're going to just show all the pictures, because there's so many beautiful pictures of her. I can't, man, I'm telling you all, so many. So I'm definitely going to do the tribute. And you guys, I'm going to drop the link to the video of Tracy, so that you guys can go and watch that video, because she dropped a lot of jewels in that video, and you guys got to go and watch it. I wish I could pull it up and play some of it, but I already know YouTube is not going to allow me. Shout out to my sis Khadija in the building, all the way from the Boots. Yes, boo. We're getting ready to end the live. Again, and if you guys are in the Chicago area and you have children and you don't know what to do with them, you need to go and y'all go and shout out and holler at Coach Cheney. He have a summer program going on as well. You guys can have your kids join the summer program and donate. You guys, those children need all kind of things, supplies, everything. Feel free, if you have anything that you want to give and donate to them, feel free to do that as well, and reach out to myself or Coach Cheney. Have some things lined up that we're going to be doing and helping the children as well. So yes, absolutely. And thank you, boo. Thank you, sis. Yes, so I want to thank each and every one of you guys again. Thank you for the love, the support. Hit that like button. Yes, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Okay. Yes, it's good vibes over here. Yes, good vibes. Okay. So yes, and the next video, I probably won't go live again until Monday. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I promise you all, I have so much on my plate right now, but I'm so excited at the same time, because I'm actually doing what I love to do and my purpose, and that's getting the work done and helping others. Okay, so shout out again, and we need all the support. Okay, so yes, until next time, you guys, I'm going to end this live, and until next time, I will see you guys on the next live. Peace and love. Yes.
It's too nasty.